criticize an advertisement, okay? Right. So in front of you, you have an ad, okay? I want you to have a look at it from the words to the picture to what's written, okay? Right. So the ad says, ready to work, go from learning to earning, okay? Ready to Work is a free online interactive initiative aimed at giving you the essential skills you need to make the critical transition from education into the world of work, okay? It has been designed to help you prepare for the workplace, manage your money, develop your people skills, and even start your own business, okay? Right. And then it says, ready, set, go, prosper. Okay, I'm sure we are all looking at the ad. Right, while you're looking at it, I want you to think about the target audience, the people that is aimed at. 2, I want you to think about the type of service that is being advertised here. And finally, I want you to think about the appearance of the woman, okay? How does the appearance of the woman or the lady support the message of the advertisement? How does the appearance of the lady support the message of the advertisement? Okay, remember we share our answers on our chat box. Okay, let's start with who is the target audience for this advertisement? Who is the target audience for the advertisement? Sorry. Young adults. Okay, that's Dante's answer. What do others think? What does everyone else think? Dante, why are you saying young adults? What makes you say that it's young adults? Okay, while you are thinking about your answer, for me, I would say that it is aimed at students who want to enter the world of work. Okay, I've just seen Dante's answer. Right, so I would say it's young, I would say that it's students who want to enter the world of work or people who have completed their studies and want to begin work, okay? So Dante's answer, it is still correct. It's basically young adults who have completed their studies and want to begin work, or students who are just interested in entering the world of work, okay? And that could be like a person who is doing their matric, so they're interested in going to the world of work, or it could be a person who was studying in a university or college and now they are interested in joining the world of work. Okay. Now, the second question was, what type of service is being advertised here? What type of service is being advertised here? What do you guys think? Oh, and then, ooh, is it Bucks? Bucks is saying those who are likely in university that want to work, which is still correct. Thank you for your answer. Okay, what type of service is being advertised here? Definitely, it is an online service, but what type of online service? The title, guys, of the ad, it's giving you clues. And also, I read the entire advertisement. Okay, so the type of service that is being advertised here, it is an online service aimed at preparing students for employment. It's an online service aimed at preparing students for employment, okay? So my last question was, how does the appearance of the lady support the message of the advertisement? Sorry. So just look at her, how she's dressed. What do you guys notice? What do you notice about her outfit? What do you guys notice about the lady's outfit? Okay, so James, can you please type your answer? We are not taking hints yet. Okay, Bucks is saying that on the one side she's schooling and then on the other side she's working. Correct. What do others think? Okay, Bucks is correct. So basically, the clothes that the woman in the picture is wearing on the other side, they are appropriate for a student. And then on the other side, they are suitable for a working environment, okay? So hence the advertisement prepares students for the working world. So the advertisement, it's all about taking students and preparing them for the working world. That's why the picture or how the woman is dressed, it's definitely supporting the message that they are trying to send out there. Okay. So basically what we have just done now, it's called analyzing or criticizing an advertisement, okay? So we're able to look at it, compare with what we see in terms of the pictures and the words, okay? So the visual used in an advert have a great impact on the buyer, and the language influences people to identify the product and remember it, okay? So what you see in terms of the visuals, it can be a video or even just a picture of an advertisement. It has a great impact on you as the buyer, and the language influences you to identify the product and remember it, okay? So just think of the advertisements that you had seen before. What made you remember the product that was being advertised? Is it the pictures that you saw, or is it the words that were there in the advertisement? Right. Advertisers will choose words carefully to create positive impressions about the product or service. Okay, that is correct. But words sometimes can be misleading, okay? Have you guys ever seen any advertisements that were very enticing and interesting, and then when you went to go buy the product, it was not really what you thought it was based on the advert that you saw? So you need to be on the lookout for those as well, that words can be misleading sometimes when it comes to advertisements. Okay. So a good advertisement should achieve at least one of the following. Okay, it should catch and keep the attention of the reader, ensure that the operative words stand out, should create a desire to own the product or use the service. It should make the reader actually go out and buy or use the product or service. Okay. So now the following must be kept in mind while designing an advert, okay? So when you are told to create an advertisement of which in your exams or test, you might have to do that. You need to think about the target market, okay? So you are thinking about who you want this ad to appeal to, okay? So you must make sure that you know your target market and design your advert according to your target market, okay? So you need to think, okay, is this for students? Is this for mothers? Let's say you want to create an ad for Mother's Day. So you need to always make sure that you know your target audience, okay? Positioning, okay, where and when the advert will appear, in what media, at what time, and where in the program or magazine, okay? So in terms of positioning, we are talking about where the ad is going to be seen. Okay. Appeals. To what sense is the advertisement appealing? Okay. As well as the layout and font size. Okay. So you have to look at the effectiveness of the choice of color as well. Color is very important, as well as the language used. Is it figurative? Is it rhetorical? Is it cliched? So you need to make sure that you pay attention to the language as well. Okay. So we summarize all of these things and box them up into components of an advertisement. So it's everything that we have mentioned in the previous slide. So when you're talking about components of an ad, we are talking about pictures, words, color, as well as the font. Okay. So when you are creating your own advertisement, when you are writing exams, you need to make sure that you are on point when it comes to the font. Okay. Because with advertisements, your words can't all be the same as if you are writing an essay or you are just writing a letter. Okay. Other fonts, they have to be big because there's a purpose for them to appear as big. Okay. Right. And then now we're talking about the principles of advertising. We've already mentioned these as well from our previous slides. Before I give you guys the principles of advertising, I know that you guys have done this, whether in grade 8, grade 7, and I think in grade 6 as well. So is there anyone who still remembers ADA? Is there anyone who still remembers ADA? Okay, do you want to perhaps type on our chat box, LSG? Please share your answer on our chat box. Attention, that is correct. What's the second one? Action is the last one. Cleopatra, action is the last one. So we have attention. What follows after attention? Action is correct, but action, it's the last one. Interest, that's very correct. We have attention, we have interest. What else? Attention, interest. So your ad has to create attention, or it has to get the buyer's attention. And it has to be interesting as well. What else, guys, do we have? It has to create desire. I see Cleopatra is on the roll. What else? So we have attention, interest, desire, as well as action. There you go. Well done, guys, for remembering these things. I'm sure you guys are going to do well when it comes to creating advertisements. That's very good of you to remember these things. Okay, so these are the things that we have already mentioned from our previous slides, but now we have just boxed them up. So the pictures, the words, the color, the font, those are components, and then the principles are your ADA. Okay, just remember the word ADA. That's your attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay, so when you're creating an ad, it has to have the principles of advertising. Okay, right. In front of you, you have a billboard advertisement. Okay, let's have a look at this billboard advertisement. Okay, so far with me, I am noticing that it has 4 lights, but only one is on. Okay, so on the other side, it's a bit dark because the lights are not on and only one is on. And under this one, there's a message that says use electricity wisely, and it's by Eskom. Okay. So far with me, as I'm looking at this ad, that's what captured my attention first, that only one light is on. Oh, which is fine in a way because there's nothing that's written on the other side. Okay, now let's analyze this ad together. Okay, so who is this advertisement aimed at? Share your answers in our chat box. Who is this ad aimed at? Okay, that is correct, James. It is aimed to the people, but what people? Okay, Yak Dante's answer is saying it is aimed to people who pay for electricity. Okay. Okay, it is aimed at everybody who uses electricity from Eskom in their homes and at work. Okay, so it is not only aimed at people who buy electricity, but everyone who is using electricity, whether you are a child, you are an adult, everyone who is using electricity. Okay, so this ad is aimed at everybody who's using electricity from Eskom in their homes as well at work. Okay. What is the purpose of this advertisement? Please share your answers. What is the purpose of this advertisement? What is Eskom trying to say? Okay, so the purpose of the advertisement is to persuade people to use electricity carefully or thoughtfully. Okay, that's correct, Dante. You say to create awareness, to save electricity, LSG, that's correct. Yeah, that people should use electricity wisely. All right. How is this advertisement different from a normal billboard advertisement? Have you guys ever seen billboard advertisements? Okay, I see James is saying yes. Are they normally like the one that you are seeing in front of you right now? Or are they normally like in poles? You just saying no. Okay, how are they different from this one? How are they different from this one? For me, I normally see ads in polls and then sometimes in digital screens, but I don't remember really seeing an ad like this, a billboard like this. That's what I'm trying to say. I normally see them in polls and digital screens. So for you guys, how is this different from? Okay, Bax is saying they normally have color, but this one is basically black and white. Okay. So as I said that for me, I normally see billboards in a pole. I've never really seen one like this before, or I've never really paid attention. Okay. So the stand is either on an electricity pylon or is a copy of an electricity pylon. Billboards are normally on poles, okay, as I said as well. Okay, how does the billboard put across its message? How does the billboard put across its message? So now, when you are answering this question, you need to think about the lights that are off. Was that on purpose? And if so, what was ESCOM trying to say? And the light that is on, what is it highlighting? So when you're answering this question, just make sure that you look at the entire ad. You look at the entire ad. I'll give you guys a chance to speak on our second advertisement. Okay, we still got to do another one. So for the sake of time, let's just type on the chat box, okay? I know typing takes time, guys, but please get used to it. So please share your answers on our chat box. I'll give you a chance to speak. Okay, I guess you guys are still typing. Right, there are 4 lights on the billboard, but only the essential one is on. As you guys can see, this demonstrates what the advertisement is trying to say. And what is it that they're trying to say? That only use the lights that are necessary. Okay, meaning that when you are at home and it's at night, you are in your room, only keep the lights on in the room that you're in. If you're not in the kitchen or you're not using the lounge or the bathroom, there's no need for the lights to be on there. Okay, only keep the lights on in the room that you are using or where it's necessary. Okay, so that's the message that ESCOM was trying to say. As you can see, there's no need for these other 3 lights to be on because there's no message there. The message is only where the light is at. Okay. So what we've just done, we were critically analyzing the ad. Okay, this is how you analyze an advertisement when you are given an advertisement to work on. This is how you do it. Okay, you look at who is it aimed at, what is the purpose, and the message that is being conveyed. Okay. Okay, do you think the slogan is a good one? Do you think the slogan is a good one? I'm not giving you guys answers for this one. Actually, I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. Do you think the slogan is a good one? And give reasons for your answer. These questions are questions that are going to pop up from your exams. So it's better to start practicing answering them now, okay? So that when you get to see them from exams, they don't shock you or you don't get nervous, okay? So Dante is saying it's smart. But remember I said you must give reasons for your answer. So if you are saying it's a good one, you must state why you are saying it's a good one. What makes you say that it's a good one? Okay. For me, I'm going to say that it is a good one. It's simple and direct, okay? So in terms of the choice of words, they did a great job. It's simple, direct, and it just links up with what they've done with the lights. Okay, Dante saying it's smart. The use of light and the words match because it's straight to the point, which is what I've just said as well. Well done, Dante. Okay. Right, let's try and do this one. It's another Eskom ad. Says Eskom promotional mug. Okay, is there anyone who would like to read these 3 sentences for us? Okay, before we continue, let me answer LSG question saying, ma'am, I have a question. Last year in an English test, I was asked what is the effectiveness of the advertisement. I didn't answer it because I didn't know how to answer. But in case this happens again, how do I answer it? Okay, let's just go back a bit. Okay. Right, just come back here. Right, so you were asked about the effectiveness of the advertisement, which is very similar to the questions that we've just answered here, okay? Especially the last one, whereby I said, do you think the slogan is a good one? So the same thing that you are being asked, was the ad effective or not? So if you feel like, let's make an example with this one. If you feel like, yes, it was effective, you need to state why it was effective. It was effective because the one light that is on, it captures the reader's attention, and you are able to see that you must use electricity wisely. It's simple and straight to the point. So basically what they want to know is that from you, was the ad effective? And if you are saying yes, state your reasons why. Okay, but it has been structured as one question. Is that discuss the effectiveness of the ad? Then you're going to say the things that you feel like it made the ad effective. I don't know if I'm making sense or you are understanding, LSG. I think the question was discuss the effectiveness of the advertisement, okay? In that way, you will say it was effective because you state all of these things, okay? Remember, guys, what I've been saying to you for the past couple of days and weeks that I've been teaching you guys is that with each and every question that you are being asked to answer, make sure that when you answer, if you're going to say yes or no, you are able to support it, okay? Just in case the teacher asks you, why are you saying that? Be ready to explain why you are saying that, okay? You guys are now in grade 9, and especially in grade 10, you should be able to explain each and every answer you give, okay? Don't just know the answer, but be able to explain how you managed to get to that answer, okay? So if you were to say the ad was not effective, you will have to explain yourself, why are you saying it was not effective to you, okay? And state the things that you are seeing there that made it for you not to be effective at all, okay? Right, is there anyone who would like to read for us this short paragraph? Anyone? Okay, if you guys are not going to read, then I'm not going to read for you as well, because you guys don't want to communicate with me. Okay, so the paragraph says, South Africa is currently experiencing an energy shortage, which has resulted in a massive rolling blackouts across the country. Okay, as a result, our National Electricity Commission, Eskom, has embarked on a country-wide initiative to save power. Right. To promote energy saving in the massive business sector, the following mugs were distributed to company canteens nationwide. Okay. So these mugs were distributed to company canteens nationwide. Okay. So what happens? When filled with hot water, the black fades to white. So this cup, when it's filled with hot water, it moves from this to that. Okay. When filled with hot water, the black fades to white, revealing. Oh, sorry. So when it has when it's empty, it's like this, but when it has hot water, it becomes like that. Okay. Revealing a message that reads, "With your help, we can achieve it. Please conserve electricity." Okay. So Eskom went around the businesses or companies around South Africa, and they were distributing these mugs. So this black mug, once it's filled with hot water, it changes to white, and you are able to see the message. Okay. Right. Now let's answer the questions. Okay. Who is this ad aimed at? Who is the ad aimed at? Remember that these mugs were distributed to company canteens nationwide. So just think about that. Who is it aimed at? Okay, businesses and companies, that's correct, Dante. So yes, it is aimed at the business community. So it's still fine, businesses and community and companies who use canteens. Okay, I don't know if you guys know what our canteens are, but it's normally where you have your lunch if you are working at if you're working in corporate or in a company or in this business. It's where you guys get to make your coffee and buy food and sit. So all of these people use electricity in their homes and at work. Okay, so it was aimed at the business community, companies and businesses, just the corporate world. Okay. What is the purpose of the advertisement? What is the purpose of the advertisement? Very similar to the first one that we spoke about. So what was Eskom trying to say to these businesses, to these companies? What were they trying to communicate? If you're being asked about the purpose of an advertisement, you need to ask yourself, what is the message that was being said by the ad? What were they trying to say? Dante is saying to raise awareness to big companies to save electricity. Yes, it's correct. What do others think? What do others think? Okay, it tries to persuade people to use electricity conservatively, okay? It tries to persuade each person that his or her contribution is important, okay? So everybody in those businesses and those companies, they need to make sure that, you know, individually, your own individual contribution is important. Don't just say, okay, I won't do it, others are going to do it anyways. No, it starts with you. So your own individual contribution is as important as everyone else's. Okay, so Dante was right. The purpose was to persuade people to use electricity wisely. Okay, how is this advertisement different from the Billboard advertisement above? Okay, never mind above, just say previously. So based on the Billboard one that we have done, how is it different? How is this one different from the one that we have just done? Okay, so this advertisement is targeted at the person with the mark in his or her hand. Okay, so this one, it is much more personal than the billboard advertisement. It addresses the individual himself by referring to the part of the individual can play in conserving electricity. It speaks about your help, okay, and uses the inclusive we. Okay, let's just go back and see. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys quickly. So as you can see at the end, they say, with your help. So they are talking to you as an individual. So with your help, we can achieve it, okay? We can achieve it. Please conserve electricity. So as you guys saw that this one, it is more personal than the other one. The first one, it wasn't so specific, you know, saying with your help. It just said use electricity wisely, and that was it. But this one, it speaks about your help, and it uses the inclusive we. Okay. How does the mark put across its message? How does the mark put across its message? I hope you guys are understanding and are following. You are just so quiet, and I'm worried if, you know, I'm talking to myself. Okay, Dante is saying this message gets around better than a billboard, and the marks were distributed countrywide, and the billboard was in one spot. Okay, that's very interesting, and it's very good. What do others think? What do others think? Dante said that for him, this one, it has a message that will get around better than the billboard because the marks were distributed to these companies countrywide. Yet the billboard was in one spot. Okay, right. I think Dante was answering the previous question, which is very, very correct. So Dante's answer is correct as well as the one that I have on screen. I really like how he put his answer together. Right. So how does the mark put across its message? Okay. The mark reveals its message when it's filled with hot water. Okay. Presumably, the water has come from a kettle, and so users might be reminded that they should use such appliances sparingly. Okay. Someone holding the mug in his or her hand will not fail to read the message. Okay. So someone holding the mug in his or her hand will not fail to read the message. Okay. Do you think the slogan is a good one? Give reasons for your answer. Okay. So with the slogan one, let's try and structure this question similar to how LSG's question was structured when he wrote a test. So my question is going to be, do you think this advertisement was effective? Okay, so you will say yes or no, and then you will give me your reasons, okay? So do you think the advertisement was effective? Do you think was it effective for the companies? Was it effective, guys, for the companies? Remember, you have to look at the words, the word choice. By the way, when we talk about the slogan, okay, what just happened to my screen? Okay, so just look at the last part. This is the slogan, guys. With your help, we can achieve it. Please conserve electricity. And then it's on the mark as well. With your help, we can achieve it. Please conserve electricity. Okay, so that's the slogan for this advertisement. Okay. So do you think it was effective? Yes or no? And if you say yes, why? Okay, what do you guys think about that? We'll come back to it. Let's quickly have a look at this one. Right. Okay, so I want you to do this one very, very quickly. So your name is Jason. You have a small red 50cc scooter for sale. It is in good condition and it is quite economical to run. You are selling it because you've managed to save up enough to buy a new one. Okay, it's 4 years old and has done a reasonable mileage. Okay, you've cleaned it up nicely. Your older brother used it before you. You are very fond of it. It's got a couple of scratches on the trunk. You are hoping to get 5,000 for the scooter, but you are prepared to negotiate if necessary. Okay. You give your home telephone number, but you need to indicate that you are at school in the morning. You are not prepared to accept a check. It must be cash. You've got the license for the scooter. Okay. Now, write an advertisement to place it in the classified section of the newspaper advertising your scooter. Write less than 20 words. So guys, I just want to give you a minute because we are running out of time. So how would you write this ad in less than 20 words? How would you write the ad in less than 20 words? Is there anyone who would like to share? So everything that we've mentioned here, how would you sum it up to less than 20 words? Dante, I'm not the one who's looking for a scooter. You are the one who is selling your scooter. Your name is Jason. Okay. All right, we'll go through this tomorrow. Okay. In fact, what am I saying? Today is Friday. We'll just go over it again on Monday. Oh, okay. I just saw Dante's answer. I won't reveal my answer yet. We will do this again on Monday and we'll just go over it again with enough time. But thank you guys so much for your time. And please do share the link with your friends so that they can join us and we can have a large number for this class. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll give you feedback on your letters on Monday. Okay. So I'll see you guys